Hello, welcome to the Los Osos High School Band, Orchestra, and Color Guard Back to School Night 2021. Virtual Back to School Night, of course. I'm Mr. Solomon.encina, I'm the program director, and it's my privilege to welcome you back to this band program. If you're a newcomer to this program, whether you're a freshman or not, let me please extend another welcome to you and another thank you from the bottom of my heart from wanting to continue your music journey with us, either from your middle school or just coming from what we had last year. And if you're a returning member, of course, I want to extend my gratitude and appreciation to you as well. So here we are at a virtual back to school night, and for our purposes, since we've already been acquainted here and there, whether you're in regiment or whether you're in orchestra, color guard, what have you, I just want to offer just a quick couple of words of advice, what I would like to call tips for success in order to be successful in this band program. The first tip of success, of course, is going to be to read the weekly. Just to remind everybody out there, the weekly is the weekly bulletin that I put out once a week. It outlines each of the days of the week, activities that are going on, events, as well as to spotlight a couple of important notes for parents and guardians in the program to be aware of. It will outline specific due dates, upcoming performances, any other assignments, and any other things that all students and possibly parents and guardians will need to be aware of in order to be successful in this program. Most of the time, when you have a question, the answer can be answered on the weekly. So most of the time, if somebody comes up and asks me a question, I will probably just answer, "Did you check the weekly?" And if the answer is no, then you know what you'll need to do. So please make sure that the weekly is a big part of your weekly and or daily routine. The next tip for success that I'd like to offer is to practice, practice, practice. We do a lot of rehearsing here at Los Osos. We do a lot of performances as well. But there's no way that we can make near enough progress that we need to if we don't put in the time at home as well. It can be done. I understand that a lot of times there's a lot of homework, other activities, maybe other extracurriculars, what have you. You need to find some time to practice your instrument or your implement or whatever it is you have at home. Make sure that you remember that the rehearsal point is for rehearsal only, not for practice. At home is when you need to dive out certain details, figure out certain notes, decipher certain rhythms, all these things at home to make sure that when you come to the rehearsal, you're as prepared as you possibly can be. The next tip for success I'd like to offer is for our parents and guardians to join our band boosters. We do a lot here in the band program. We do an awful lot, and I can't do any of that if it weren't for our band boosters. Whether you want to just volunteer for a pool party, or to be a chaperone for a tournament, or if you want to go above and beyond and become one of our executive boosters, we have a spot for you. Without the volunteer support, we can't really function all that well. We have a wonderful culture of parents and guardians come, volunteer their time, volunteer their talents, volunteer whatever they can, just to ensure that the band program runs smoothly. And it's a very, very wonderful effort to see parents come and embarrass their children. It's a wonderful time, and I hope that you'll be able to be present for it. Here's a current list of our Executive Booster Board members, and if you have any questions for each of them, any of them, or if you wonder what their job is about, if maybe you're interested in that position in the future, please send them an email, and they'll be able to help you out. The fourth tip for success that I have is to enroll in private lessons. We can only really do so much here within the school day and the after-school rehearsals here at Los Osos. And many times I will be calling in masterclass teachers and other experts at these instruments. However, it would really be a major fast track if you also enrolled in private lessons. I will say that most of the time, most if not all the time, all students that rise to the top in terms of first chair, section leaders, they're the ones that grab the solos, you name it, those are the ones that are enrolled in private lessons. So if you really care about your instrument and you really want to be the best that you can at your instrument, then you should really consider enrolling in private lessons. You won't regret it. And the final tip for success that I have to offer is to read the weekly. Yes, I'm going to say it twice because it really just is that important. The weekly will have things for students, the weekly will have things for parents and guardians. Please make this a regular habit. You will always be informed and you will always know what to do if you read the weekly. Well, thank you very much for your time. I know that we'll be meeting with each other very soon in person, whether it's at a rehearsal or a booster meeting or just during the day, what have you, and I look forward to that as well. I'm looking forward to a really awesome year, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to complete it well and explore some new heights and bring the band program back to some high standards again. If you have any questions for me, you may email me at this address right here. And with that, I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your back to school night and hope to see you soon.